Excuse me. What in the world are you thinking?
Mean Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
What up, y'all? K&B the Sex Ninja in the place to be, as always, for C Plus Studios. This is the New World Podcast, brother. Let's get funky in here. Let's get funky. Let's get funky. Ooh. Thank you. Yes, thank you. This is fueled. This is powered. You will acknowledge crazyhoodiez.com with a Z. Crazyhoodiez.com with a Z. All designs created by the one and only Big Daddy. That's right. So, let's just jump right into it. Jeff Jarrett is the special guest referee in Nashville for SummerSlam. The Usos versus the Street Profits, because we want the smoke. That's the biggest thing I took away from this episode of SmackDown, especially it being the head scratcher. Like, Jeff Jarrett? Why Jeff Jarrett? I just don't understand. What is it? Just because it's a tie to Nashville in some weird way? You know, I don't know. I'm really excited to see what we're gonna do with this, because like Raw, the biggest takeaway from Raw this past week was Dolph Ziggler coming out and super kicking Austin Theory, and I'm like, what are we doing there? Are we just is Dolph here to shine up Austin Theory because he's just not clicking yet with anything? So I don't know. When they announced Jeff Jarrett as the special guest referee for the Usos and the Street Profits, I'm like, what tie is, like, where is the tie to Jeff Jarrett to either of these teams? So I was scratching my head at the end of this episode. I was just like, wait, what? A lot of great stuff, entertaining SmackDown from top to bottom. I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. They keep teasing Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. It's just obvious it's going to be Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre at SummerSlam, and it's going to be in whoever wins gets a shot at the title, because Sheamus keeps ducking Drew McIntyre and he keeps beating up his lackeys. And I got to really ask, what are we doing with Butch? I'm tired of this whole, like, hold him back. We need to hold back Butch. I just don't understand it anymore, because I'm just like, before he got to be Butch, he is such a talented individual among everything, and watering him down and making his character so, like, he's a rapid Wolverine, you know, he's a maniac. This is why we have to hold on to him. I'm just like, can we think of something else to do here? Because I just don't feel like it's working. I don't know. Sheamus with his little faction and whatnot, and it's just not clicking for me at all. I don't know how any of you all feel about it, but I feel Sheamus is much better as a singles individual instead of this faction he has. And I think Butch just needs to be back to being Pete Dunne. You know, that's the dude that I really connected with when he was in NXT, and, you know, especially coming up and how vicious and brutal he was. And I just don't care for Butch. So, yeah, Jeff Jarrett, special guest referee. I'm just like, okay. The New Day coming out as the Viking Raiders, and then they set a trap. Ooh, they got the Viking Raiders this time. They got him, baby. They got him. There's one thing I really wanted. Jinder Mahal at the end of it to dance with everybody there, and I was like, come on, Jinder, please, for me, baby, please. Paul Heyman talking to Austin Theory, trying to be like, hey, you know, I can help you think of the big picture, think of the main attraction of stuff like that. You know, if you don't cash in on him at SummerSlam, and Austin Theory's like, no, if it's Brock, if it's Roman, it doesn't matter. He will cash it in, but will he? That's the thing. Is like, they keep mentioning cashing in at SummerSlam a lot. And I don't know if that's going to happen. If anybody's going to take the fall, it's probably going to be Brock. So Brock will beat Roman, and Austin will beat Brock, and just because to protect Roman, because Brock doesn't need protecting. Brock is Brock. Like, no matter what, that dude can lose like 20 times in a row. He comes back, that crowd's going to be like, yeah, like that. They're going to be like, oh my God, Brock Lesnar, Suplex City. So, Brock is fine. Roman, you have him beat. Then Austin Theory cashes in. Or, if they're not going to go that route, they could have Austin Theory cash in on Roman. So, I want everyone to let me know what you thought of SmackDown this week, what you think of Jeff Jarrett being the special guest referee. This feud, though, between the Usos and the Street Profits is really heating up, and I'm really enjoying it, and that's the one match I'm looking forward to. Oh, and Pat McAfee opening the show, and I love some good Pat McAfee, and he did something great before we go. He's like, I apologize to the WWE Universe because you had to listen to Corey Graves. And that is true, because my wife watched last week's SmackDown while I was at work. She's like, this is just not working for me. This is just not clicking whatsoever. And I was like, why? She goes, it's painful, because Pat McAfee and Michael Cole make a great team. And throughout the show, they just prove how great of a team they are. So tell me what you think of this week's SmackDown. What was your biggest takeaway? Did you just scratch your head just as I did mine with Jeff Jarrett being introduced as a special guest referee? Then after that, you're going to like and subscribe. Share with your grandma. Share with your grandpa. Share with the bum down at Walmart. I am KMB the Sexy Ninja. And remember, the New World Podcast is for life, brother.
There wasn't one person that woke up this morning and thought Jeff Jarrett was going to be the special guest referee. And here we are, 15 days out from SummerSlam in Nashville.